We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. And I have a question for you, Huddle community, tonight. Have you been struggling to grow on YouTube and stand out as a content creator that will help you to be able to reach the audience with the message that you want to reach them with? Well, tonight we're going to talk about 10 skills that you need to be working on as a content creator on your channel so that you can grow and reach your audience. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. If you're new here and you want to learn about tips and tools on making live streaming easy for you as a beginner, we welcome you to the show. And as we said in our opening hook this evening, we're going to be talking about 10 skills that you and I should be developing and working on as content creators on YouTube so that we can grow our channel and grow as a content creator and reach the audience that we need to reach with our message. And so if that's you tonight, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag team live in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag team replay in the comments section. So without further ado, let's get into the content. Let's talk about what's important to a lot of us on YouTube, and that's being able to not only start a YouTube channel, but to grow a YouTube channel that's getting views, that's growing a YouTube channel, that's making quality content for an audience that we want to reach. And so let's get into this and get into this content on what we need to share. Why are we having a little technical difficulty here? We're not going to do that tonight. That's that. That's that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. I don't know for no reason why my comment section wasn't showing up properly. Want to say good evening to my dear sister Stephanie from Creatively Miss Me, decorating on a budget. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Glad you're here. And if you're joining me, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from and give me a hashtag team live. So let's get into this content. 10 skills that's going to help you and me grow on YouTube. Let's get in the gym. You've been talking about going to the gym and working out when 2024 came around, and you're saying, okay, I'm going to work on losing that weight. I'm going to work on building that body. I'm going to work on, getting myself fit. The springtime is here and I want to get myself ready for the summer. Well, the same mentality and mindset that we have talking about getting ourselves physically right, we got to get ourselves mentally and creatively right on YouTube with our channel. So let's hit the gym. Stephanie, you with me? Let's hit the gym tonight. Skill number one, tip number one, we got to get in the content creation gym and work on our presentation skills. Got to work on our presentation skills. When you get in front of the camera and you press record, or when you get in front of the camera and go live, how are your presentation skills? What would you grade yourself? What would you grade yourself? What number would you give yourself from a number of 1 to 10 on your presentation skills? For me, I'm going to say my presentation skills are at a 7. They're at a 7. That lets me know I got more work to do and I got to get into the gym. I got to work on my presentation skills, because part of my presentation skills, part of your presentation skills is about communication. How effectively are you communicating with your audience? Are you communicating them with confidence? Are you communicating with them with clarity? Are you communicating with them with as a subject matter expert? And if you're not there yet, that's okay. We got to get into the content creation gym and work on our presentation skills. We need to be able to not only be able to take the time and record a video and upload it with the hopes of getting views, but we got to create that content with the intent that it's going to speak the language that our audience recognizes. Speak the language that our audience, our viewers, can identify with. Because when a viewer or an audience says, "Hey, that video you made, you were speaking my language. I could identify with what you were communicating and saying to me." When it becomes personal to the viewer, when you make that type of connection, when you're being that interesting and engaging with your viewer, your presentation skills are at the level it needs to be. And so that's something me and you have to work on if we want to grow on YouTube. It's not enough just to sit and to record a video and upload it and publish it with the hopes of getting views. Because newsflash, if you haven't noticed, YouTube is becoming more competitive each day with new people and existing people who may have stepped away for a while and now are back, and people are creating content daily, and it's content that viewers now have to look at and say, what video speaks my language? What video is speaking to the pain point in my life? And it's all about our presentation and how we present it. Do you remember that old Bill Cosby episode when I think it was the Rudy was the youngest one. I forget the one in the middle. If you remember the name of the young daughter in the middle, it was Rudy. Then you had the two older ones, but she would have been like the second to youngest. She went away for college, came back, and basically shared with her parents she was ready to get married. She was ready to get married, and she was trying to convince her parents to let her marry this much older gentleman. And let me tell you something, Phyllis Rashad was not having it. She wasn't having it. And, her method of how she was going to handle it, she wanted to, Vanessa, that's her name. That's her name, Vanessa. Was it Denise? Denise, yes. Denise, okay. Yes, Denise. It was Denise. Thank you, Stephanie. And Moms wasn't having it. She was going to strangle Denise. And Dad's approach was a little different. Bill's a little different. He sat down and he talked about, he told the gentleman, "Hey, you ever went out to dinner and had your favorite meal and they were going to prepare it?" And he said, "Yeah, are you a steak person?" He said, "Yeah, I'm a steak." "Are you a potatoes person?" He says, "Yeah." "You like broccoli and you want a little of this and a little of that?" He was like, yeah, I want all of that. He says, "Now imagine them preparing all of that, presenting all of this to you, not on a plate that brings to your table, but they present it on a garbage can lid that came off of a garbage can with your food on it." And he was basically saying, the way you've presented this whole situation smells and looks so bad. The presentation was so bad. And unfortunately, just like that episode was trying to hammer home the point in terms of how young adults present situations and adults present situations to other individuals, we have to be careful that we are not presenting our content, our videos, our live streams, our shorts on a garbage can to viewers, hoping we're going to get views. I hope you're hearing me tonight. The way we communicate, we can't communicate to people presenting it on a garbage can lid. We can't be speaking the language that we want viewers to identify with on a garbage can lid. We got to present it in the message that they identify with and that they're willing to receive. And so that takes work on your part. That takes work on my part. If we want to grow on YouTube, YouTube, we can't control who watches our videos. We can't control who subscribes to the channel, but we can control how we present our content, the method and the way in which we communicate our content. And when we work on our presentation skills, it's going to identify with the right audience. Is it going to identify and connect with everybody? No, because you don't want to try to reach everybody. You want to reach a specific niche audience that's interested in what you have to say through online video. And so getting in the content creation gym starts with working with your presentation skills. You say, Walter, I deal from time to time with filler words. Sometimes I kind of lose train of thought of what I want to say. So are you saying that I got to be perfect? No, I'm not saying that you got to be perfect. No, but you have to be committed to the progress of getting better, especially if you are competing in a very competitive niche. A niche, for example, like the food channel. There's a lot of YouTube food channels out there. There's a lot of YouTube gaming channels out there. There's a lot of YouTube tech channels. What are you doing, as competitive as that niche is, to be able to stand out? Your presentation skills is going to play a very vital and important part in helping you to stand out so you can grow on YouTube. Tip number 2, working on the skill of video production. Working on the skill of video production. How's your camera presence? How comfortable are you being on camera? Being comfortable on camera is important, unless you're a person who's just going to focus primarily just on, say, the technology of cameras and the latest microphones or product reviews, or you're going to work on a food channel, or you're going to work on things like DIY and building something. Maybe you if you're that type of person, the camera presence still becomes important in terms of how you're going back to tip number 1, skill number 1. How are you presenting it? And if you're presenting it the right way, you got to have the camera present so that way it really connects with the audience. But if we're not talking about that and we're talking about you being on camera, you got to get comfortable being on camera. One of the suggestions I always recommend to new YouTubers who want to upload video on YouTube, rather through shorts or uploaded videos, get comfortable in being in front of the camera of your phone. And, take the phone, and instead of you sending a text message to someone who sent a text message to you, just open up the camera and just simply make a recording, looking at the camera. So you're looking at the lens, and send a quick video message, no more than 15 to 30 seconds, and then send it to them. And practice that every day. And what you will find by doing that is you will end up developing your camera presence. You will develop being comfortable on camera. Also, working apart on building your video production skills is having good audio. How is your audio when you are communicating on a video uploaded to YouTube? I have listened to videos, and I'm quite sure you have listened to videos where someone is doing a YouTube video and the microphone, whether if it's a mic like this, the Audio Technica 2100, or a lavalier mic, the mic is at so far at a distance, it's very difficult to hear them and hear what they're saying. Or the audio is so bad, though they may have good video quality, the audio is so bad it becomes difficult to continue to listen. And you may have an interest in wanting to find out what that video was all about, but the audio is bad. And so working on not only your camera presence, being comfortable on camera, but working on the skill of having good audio. And then good lighting. good lighting. You want to be able to have good lighting so that people can see not only you, but they can see your surroundings. They can see in terms of, what you have around you, in terms of what you're presenting. And then when we talk about video production, you don't want to have a bunch of clutter, the laundry in the back over there, that hasn't been done about 2 weeks and is piling up. You don't want that. You want to have good video production skills, because all of these things matter. Now, you say, well, Walter, I don't have a, a, a big live stream battle station or video battle station where I have the latest technology like the Rodecaster Pro 2 or the latest microphone. I don't have the Sony cameras. I don't. Guess what? I don't either. I don't have it either. I have an Elgato Facecam. I got my Audio Technica 2100. That sounds perfect. That has great audio. I got good a 1080 Facecam camera that gives me video production in 1080. And I have my little corner here where you see my blinds that's closed and my little pictures on the wall. Okay, I work with what I have. You got to work with what you have. And in time, and if that's your desire to get the latest gear, if you want to get gear acquisition syndrome, that's fine. That's up to you. Take 2 Tums and call it a day. Have gas acquisition syndrome and take 2 Tums and call it a day. But video production is working with what you have, so that way you can produce a quality video that connects with your viewer. A quality video, I might add, that has a compelling title to it. A compelling title is something that it's benefit driven. The viewer understands when they look at that title that there is a benefit they're going to get from it. Like, take, for example, TED Talks. If you're a person who watches TED Talks, a lot of their titles that they write, you see when you're searching for something, like if you type in how to improve your communication skills, a lot of the TED Talk videos that are produced and uploaded to YouTube, you'll see a benefit in the title, promising the viewer what they can expect if they end up watching this 7 to 15 minute video. So you want to have a compelling title. You want to have an eye-catching thumbnail. You want to have a topic that really speaks to the viewer. And then when they click on that video, your video production is tight. Your skills and your video production is tight, from the camera presence to the audio to the lighting. Let's move on. The next skill. Okay, we're going to go to the part of the gym now that's going to require us now to kind of lift these weights over our heads. And so I'm going to spot you on this. If you're in the gym and you trying to lift some heavy weights, you need a spotter, I'm going to spot you on this, because I'm here to tell you, from time to time, I've gotten someone to help me in this area. Video editing. You say, oh, Walter, for the most part, anyone can do some basic video editing. That's true. Hey, I've taken the time to learn how to put a video in Canva and trim some stuff off at the end, trim some stuff off and towards the beginning. I know how to go into the middle of the video and cut some stuff off to trim the fat. I know how to put some transitions in and make it flow and go from one scene to the next. Yeah, I know how to do some basic editing, but editing is so much more than that. If you don't know, editing is about being able to create an experience. Getting someone to edit your videos, or if you're editing your own videos, to create an experience with the viewer. Maybe you slow the video down and then you pick up the pace into the video. Maybe you do the editing where you bring yourself up to the camera, you bring yourself back from the camera. Creating an experience through editing that keeps the viewer watching from the beginning to the end. Video editing is a skill where you can tell a story. You can tell a story through your video editing, through your transitions, through your B-roll. Video editing, the skill of video editing can help me and you, can make an impact on the viewer that by the time they're finished watching that first video, they're going to say, hey, I got to go watch the next. I got to go to watch the next. And that's the reason why I said you may need someone to spot you. And that means you may not be good at this. And you may have to go ahead and invest the time and the energy in getting someone who can do your video editing for you. And that's okay. That's okay. But providing good video editing that creates an experience in telling a story is going to help me and you to be able to grow on YouTube and get more views and grow the channel. Hey, do me a favor. If you're getting great value out of this topic discussion on growing on YouTube tonight, click that like button for me. Share this on your favorite social media platform. Share it and join the conversation tonight in the live chat with us so that we can help one another grow on YouTube. Got a couple of comments here, so let's see what my sister Stephanie says. She says she gives herself about a 6 when it comes to when we talked about her presentation skills. A 6. Hey, okay, I'm with you, Steph. We're gonna be in the gym. We're in the gym tonight. We're in the gym tonight working on our presentation skills. We're in the gym tonight working on our video editing skills tonight. We're in the gym tonight working on developing our skills tonight. Stephanie says also, Denise and Vanessa. Yes, that's who they were in terms of the Vanessa was the one that was the second youngest, definitely. Okay, perfect. Hey, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag Team Live in the chat. If you're watching the replay, which I truly appreciate you watching up to this point, give me a hashtag Team Replay in the comments section as we're talking about how to grow on YouTube. Rather, if you are a channel that deals with decorating, like my sister Stephanie, if you are a channel that deals with mortgage marketing and helping mortgage marketing brokers, tonight we're talking about being able to grow on YouTube and these skills that we need to work on. Let's continue. Let us continue. Tip number 4. How are you engaged in your engagement with your viewers? Now, we can engage with viewers in a couple of ways through uploaded videos and live streams. We can engage with them through the comment section. We can engage as we're doing on the live stream tonight with our sister Stephanie in the live chat. We can engage, but when you're engaging with someone, how interactive are you with the viewer who leaves the comment? How interactive are you with the viewer who's in the live chat? This is me. When a person leaves me a comment, or if a person feels that they want to invest their time in being a part of my channel by subscribing to my channel, the first thing I do is if I have the free moment that I can do, I go right to their channel, see what their channel is about, make sure that this is a legitimate person and that they have a legitimate channel and they have some videos. And if they have some videos, I'll find me 1 or 2 videos that I can watch. And after getting through watching them, I'll leave a meaningful comment, leave some meaningful feedback with them, and letting them know what I thought about the video, and just an encouraging word to let them know to continue to create great content. Keep on working it, especially if they're new to YouTube or if they've been doing YouTube for a while and they're really trying to figure this thing out called YouTube, but they're not really getting any views. They're making videos, but they're really not getting any type of engagement from viewers. I know what that's like. I know what that feels like. And so I'm purposeful. As soon as the person leaves a comment or subscribes, I do that on their channel. And what I find is when I do that, on most cases, they respond back and they are so appreciative of my interaction. When people subscribe to your channel or leave comments on your channel, do you interact and engage with them on their other channel? And if the answer is no, I want you to try it, because the more you are interactive with your viewers, the more you engage with your audience, the more you increase the chance of them end up sharing your videos with another person. The more you are engaging with your viewers with the time you have available. I realize we all have a career, we all have family, we have all priorities. We are juggling 10 to 20 things. I get it. I get it. But if you can just give 2 to 3 minutes and reach out to one of your viewers or your subscribers and interact and engage, that's going to help your channel over time, especially if you are still a small, relative growing channel. You haven't gotten to those 5,000 to 10,000 viewers yet. I get that. Once you start getting into numbers like that, it can become a little more challenging. But when you're a small and growing channel and you can devote 2 to 5 minutes to a viewer, to a subscriber here and there, and then interact with them, it means the world to them. And the more you do that, you are going to see that the type of feedback and interaction you give to others, others are going to give to you. It's the, I believe in the principle of sowing and reaping. You sow interaction engagement to your viewer, guess what? Viewers are going to sow in and you will reap it back to yourself. Okay. And then what you will find over time, they'll return back to watch more in your videos. That's going to get you more views. That's going to get me and you more views. But if you kind of one-sided at this, if you kind of one-sided at this and you don't engage with your audience and you don't engage in the comment section, you are missing some great opportunities to grow your channel and to get more engagement and growth on your channel, because you're being a little one-sided about this. Just saying. I'm just saying. Food for thought. Tip number five, planning out your content. If you want to grow your channel, if you want to get more views, you got to plan out your content. You got to take the time, and I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of this. I'll come up with a good video idea and I will get the phone, or I'll get in front of the computer right away and start recording and upload it, and put no planning or thought into this video and said, okay, boom, this is going to get me some views. This is the video that's going to go viral. And then 9 times out of 10, I may get clear, maybe 50 to 60 views. At best, maybe 100 to 200 views if it's a short, but I put no planning in it. Taking the time to do some research and to plan out your next video goes a long way to helping you to grow your channel the right way. Not only doing the research and planning out your video, but taking the time to say, I'm going to plan out this video in such a way that I want it to be able to connect with people who are searching for this through the YouTube search bar or searching for this video on Google. So I'm gonna to really plan out this video that it ranks in search through YouTube search bar or the YouTube recommendation section. Okay. Planning out your videos with intention. Developing that type of skill, getting in the content creation gym, doing that type of workout is certainly going to, over time, help you to grow in your channel and your views, and over time, subscribers. Making that type of quality content that people want to watch, that type of content that the audience is truly looking for, when you plan that out, you're going to get the results. You're going to get the results. But if you don't put any planning to it and you're just going to be willy-nilly about it and you're just going to be Mr. or Mrs. Spontaneous about it, your chances of that channel growing, it's not going to happen. Do you, as a person, when you get ready to do a video, are you basically in front of the camera shooting the video and then trying to put together a thumbnail after the fact? I submit to you, maybe work on your thumbnail. If you say, man, a lot of people are not clicking on my videos, I feel like my thumbnails are not at the quality that they need to be. Work on your thumbnails. And one of the ways I measure in terms of if my thumbnail is real good is my mobile phone, because that's where most time viewers will see me or your content, on the mobile device. So my thumbnail has to be eye-catching and eye-grabbing. The fonts, the title has to be concise based on what they see on mobile. And then the other device that I really make an emphasis on is the HD smart television. More and more people are watching our content on an HD television. They're watching them on laptops and maybe desktops and here or then, but for the most part, it's becoming now common for people to watch it either on the mobile phone or they're watching it on the HD television. So the thumbnail becomes very important. And so you got to work on planning out your content, work out the planning, and then developing the skill of understanding and learning your YouTube analytics. For so many times I've heard people say, and I've even said myself, oh man, this is just so hard. It's so hard to the point that it discourages me by looking at the numbers. And what I've come to learn, when I don't properly or clearly understand something, my chances of being successful at it decreases. However, when I spend the time learning something the right way and interpreting the data the right way, my chances of success increases. So I'm gonna give you a couple of suggestions. When you look at your YouTube analytics, get used to, instead of looking at the 28 days, go to the 90 days. Look at it from a 90-day period. And when you look at it at the 90-day period, go look at your top 10 performing videos. Why did those videos perform well in the last 90 days? Was it the thumbnails that got you more views? Was it the title? Was it a series of videos you were doing it? Was it they shorts? Were they videos anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes? Look at the top 10 performing videos in the last 90 days. And then when you're done doing that, get familiar with navigating through the YouTube analytics so that you can put yourself into growth. Click on the overview section, which, as I said, you turn to 90 days. That's where you're going to find your top 10 performing videos on the overview section. Then click into the content section. Look at, if you're making different pieces of content like live streams, shorts, upload videos, go into the content section. Then go into the audience section where you can find your audience retention report. Look in the research tab. Get familiar. Start playing around. Get past this fear that if you click on something, you're going to break something. You ever had someone put some new piece of software or equipment before you and they say, click around, and you're like, no, I'm good. You do it. I'll just watch you. And they're like, no, I'm going to put you in the chair. You start clicking. Get past this fear that if you click on something, you're going to break something. No, the only way you're going to get comfortable with learning your YouTube analytics is start going in it. Start clicking around it. You may not fully understand everything, but you will begin to find out where things are at. You know what I'm saying? You'll find out where things are at. So click into your YouTube analytics, because in your YouTube analytics is going to provide you the answers to the questions that you need. The problems that you have, your YouTube analytics will provide you the solutions that you need. Hey, do me a favor, if you're getting great value out of this discussion on YouTube growth on our channels, and not only just our channels, but we as content creators individually, click that like button for me. Share this on your favorite social media platform. And if you are new to the Huddle, where we talk about tips and tools on making live streaming easy for you as a beginner, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, click the alert notification button, and join the conversation in the live chat with us tonight. Yes. Okay. So we clicked on that. If you have a comment, put a C in front of the comment for me. And if you have a question for me, put a C in front of the question as we continue on in this discussion. What did I just do? Okay. Boom, boom. We left off at analytics, right? Okay. Boom. Time management. This is an interesting one. Those of you who are just listening to me, who may not be able to engage in the chat, you got some stuff going on, turn up the volume just a little bit for yourself and lean in with me. Time management. Being able to work on our time management skills plays a very important part if we're going to grow on YouTube. I hear YouTubers sometimes say, well, part of the reason why my channel is because I'm not consistent in uploading videos. I feel like I don't have enough time to work on a thumbnail. So I just throw a video up there because I need to upload at least one video a week. I get that. However, time management, we understand is important when it comes to our careers. We come to understand it's important when it comes to our families, our spouse, and our children's, in our communities, in our churches, and with friends. Time management is just important if we are individuals as content creators who are going to create content on YouTube. You got to find the time management with coming up with video ideas, making content, and publishing them. And so one suggestion that I would kind of suggest to you is taking the time to just batch out some content. The same way you would schedule a doctor's appointment for a doctor or a dentist appointment, maybe you see making thumbnails like going to the dentist. You struggle with the YouTube face. You got to make a video that talks about, 10 things that that's going to help you to decorate your living room for the summer. 10 things you need to know. And you need to make one of those videos where you're smiling and yet at the same time you're pointing, right? You're pointing at the 10 things you need to know. But you're like, the camera presence, the same way you make that dentist appointment to go to see the dentist to get your teeth clean or to get that filling done, or worst case scenario, you got to get that root canal. Schedule that appointment where you get in front of the camera and you practice taking pictures pointing. Or you got to make one of those videos on your thumbnails where it's one of those videos that I can't believe this happened with this new feature on YouTube, and you got that shock face. You got to practice it. And so batch out time taking pictures for your thumbnails, batch out times doing some research for your content video ideas, batching out time to record the videos, and batching out and scheduling the time when they got to be published. Time management. Because what gets scheduled gets done. What gets scheduled gets done. And what doesn't get scheduled doesn't get done. And so if you feel like you struggle with being consistent on YouTube, it's because you ain't scheduling the time. She says, yes, time management is something I am working on. Definitely. We're all working on. That's why we're in the gym tonight. Got another person in the gym with us tonight. See if I get this right. My good friend Tech Troublemaker is in the gym. Welcome tonight, Tech. We're in the gym here working out on our content creation skills, on getting better as content creators so that we can grow on YouTube. So welcome here in the content creation gym. We're working on some skills. I know you're just joining me. So we are up to tip number 7. So definitely you want to check out the replay and working on these other skills that we've been talking on. So let's press on. Let's press on. Skill number 8, personal branding. Personal branding. This is something definitely that I know I'm working on. I'm mindful about it, and I'm constantly tweaking it and doing some things with my channel to have a better brand look and experience for my viewers, so that my message is seen not only just in my videos, but my message is seen and experienced through my channel thumbnails, through my channel banner. But I'm also working on my creation story in terms of what got me into YouTube in the first place. What gave me the Spider-Man. You know, if you've ever seen Spider-Man and he gets bit by the spider and he gets his spider powers and he gets his spider senses, his creation story. What's your creation story that got you into YouTube, that bit you to say you want to start creating it? Can you communicate it in a respectable amount of time for viewers to get to know more about you and your brand? Okay. Can you be able to communicate your mission as a content creator? When I say mission, what are some of the things you stand for? What are some of the things that you stand for? What are some of the things that you don't stand for, that you stand against? That's a part of your brand and your brand message. Your brand message is communicated sometimes through your logo, your icons that identify you and your YouTube channel. These are skills in personal branding we all have to work on. Our brand voice. And I'm not going to go too in depth on this, but you get what I'm saying. Personal branding is so important. It plays a very important part in you and I being able to stand out on YouTube as content creators, especially if we're creating the same type of content as the next person. You know, my sister Stephanie, she not only has a YouTube channel that talks about decorating with a budget, but she also has a second channel that talks about growing on YouTube through tips and strategies. Well, there's some overlap there. My personal brand has to be developed. My colors, my fonts have to be developed in such a way where I can help myself stand out. And I you may say, well, competitors, you see someone as a competition? In the sense of, if I want someone to be able to watch my YouTube channel, watch YouTube video, and to watch my next video, instead of them going over to let's be real here, real talk. Instead of going over to Stephanie's, or vice versa, Stephanie, she has to build and develop her brand in such a way where it's going to get a person to click on her video, listen to her opening hook, so they get the expectation of what the video is about, watch it to the end, and then have the next video go to the next, versus her being recommended over to my channel. Branding. Your branding, my branding, is a skill we have to work on. What about you? Let me know in the comment section. Give me a C in front of the comment. What do you rank your personal branding skills on a scale of 1 to 10? Because we know some people. We know some people in the world of personal branding. Okay. And so if it's a matter of us having a master class on personal branding so we can get our skill level up, let's do that. But we got to work on a personal branding. Tip number 9, storytelling. How effective are you as a storyteller when it comes to YouTube? How effective are you as a storyteller? Scale of 1 to 10. When you tell a story, and I use the example about the Cosbys with Vanessa and Denise. And Vanessa, yes, I got to remember her name. Vanessa was the one who brought the gentleman home who was much older. He was about the same age as Cliff and Claire, if I recall correctly. And he basically said he wanted to marry Vanessa. And Cliff basically let him know in no certain terms was that going to happen. But the gentleman was just kind of shocked on why they were so taken aback by it. And he said it was your presentation, how you presented this whole scenario to us, which is so appalling to us. And Claire, she was getting ready to strangle poor Vanessa. But my point is the story, how you tell the story. When you tell a story through your YouTube videos, are you presenting it with context? Are you presenting it with context, or are you all over the place? You want to do a video that talks about a live stream that talks about monetization, how to make money on YouTube. There's tons of videos and live streams like that. But how are you going to stand out that connects with a viewer and audience that want to watch yours? Maybe you need to provide the skill of storytelling to aid you in that. And you put things in context where, hey, look, you don't have to, just because you're not monetized yet, have to wait to make money on YouTube, and provide a short story that provides context and that has structure to it. A structure that takes the viewer or the listener from the beginning to the middle to the end. And then when you're done with the story, you're done with your story, you provide new information. You provide new enlightenment to the person on the possibilities of how they can make money online through storytelling. Where are you at when it comes to this as a content creator? Give myself about a 6 on storytelling. So I definitely got to work on that. Definitely got to work on it. See a couple of comments. So let's jump over here. Text says, changing mindsets is often the path to growth. Yes, this is true. This is true. I wanted to do something in the beginning of this that I completely forgot. So with the little time that I have left, I'm going to put this on anyway, because the only way I'm going to remember. A little loud. There we go. Got to get into the habit of playing music in my live streams. But I agree with you, Tech. A change mindset is often the path to growth. Having, an open mindset. The power of storytelling can help individuals get further down that path. But we have to learn how to develop the skill. Stephanie says, wow. She says, wow, personal branding, I would say I'm about a 5. Hey, that's why we're in the gym tonight. We are in the gym tonight. We're in the gym tonight working on our content creation skills as YouTubers, so that way we can grow on YouTube. When you look at a lot of the successful YouTubers, a Sean Cannell, a Nick Nimmin, a Roberto Blake, I'm trying to, our dear auntie Denise Jordan from Homemaking with Denise has over 55,000 subscribers. What's the reasoning why they're so successful? It's some of these skills that we've talked about. Storytelling is certainly plays a part in that. And then the skill of learning how to collaborate with other content creators. Too many times, especially as new content creators, we start on this journey by ourselves, alone, on this path of wanting to grow a successful YouTube channel. And what we find is when you're kind of doing this by yourself, you start seeing these different skills and these learning curves that you have to learn. You know, YouTube can throw you some serious curveballs, right? Trying to do this by yourself can frustrate you. And so being able to collaborate with others can play a very important part in you growing on YouTube. And so the collaboration skill that I've learned over time has helped me to be exposed to new audiences such as tech troublemakers, new audiences such as our sister Florence Donald with power, productivity, and planning, purpose and planning, new audiences like Hicks News Media and others. I've also been exposed to new audiences with some top content creators like Benji Travis from Video Influencers. New audiences like Dan Courier from Creator Fundamentals, Jeff Bart from Story Greenlight. When you develop the skill of learning how to collaborate with other YouTubers, you put yourself in a position where you can get in front of a new audience, and vice versa, they get in front of your audience. You develop the skill of collaborating that helps you to be able to start networking with other content creators. And not only networking, but getting feedback from other content creators. Yeah, I remember a time I was working on a February YouTubers Black History project where I was putting together some content creators that were recognized and some that were not recognized. And I called it Black Men of Excellence on YouTube. And I had to start working on the flyer before even getting into working on the thumbnails and getting their different pictures. I had to start working on the flyers. And I was sort of doing my flyers my own kind of way. But one day the thought hit me and said, reach out to one or two of them through the chat message of Facebook and kind of get their feedback on this flyer that you're putting together for this month in February. And they destroyed my flyer. Part of the reason why we don't want to collaborate with other content creators because we feel like our idea or what we're working on may not be received in the way, and we can't handle the criticism, the constructive criticism. We feel like someone's going to destroy us, and sometimes it may just be bad, and it was. But along with the constructive criticism about the flyer, they began to provide some feedback on why it was so bad, and then provided me some solutions to it on how to improve it. And by the time I was done with the flyer and done with the social media pieces, it was at a high quality level that they were all proud of, that they wanted to share with their own audience. But I had to be willing to accept feedback, even if it was constructive feedback, even if it did hurt my ego. What about you? Do you struggle in the area of collaborating with others? It's easy to collaborate with bringing someone else on your own channel to interview or to be a part of your video, but are you collaborating with them on the level, on the behind the scenes, like flyers, social media, and other things that's going to make the project work and get the video at the level where it needs to be at, so that when it publishes or when you go live, you'll get the right response from the audience that you're looking for, you're both looking for? Collaboration skills are so important to growing on YouTube. So important. And so if that's an area you're struggling in, hey, we're in the gym tonight. We're in the gym tonight working on the collaboration skills. And so summary, if you're just joining me tonight, we've been talking about 10 skills. The first 5 dealt with presentation skills. How are your presentation skills? On a scale of 1 to 10, let me know in the chat. How are your video production skills? Camera presence, lighting, good audio. Scale of 1 to 10, let me know in the chat. When it comes to video editing, when you do video editing, are you creating an experience for your viewers through the B-rolls that you add to it? Through the transitions that you're doing? Are you telling a story through your video editing? How is your skill of engagement with your audience? Are you interacting with your viewers when they leave a comment? What's your skill of planning out your content? We're in the gym tonight. If we're going to grow on YouTube, we got to talk about these skills. Say, Walter, I saw your thumbnail tonight and you were talking about how to grow on YouTube. I came here to learn how to get more subscribers. You missed it. I'm gonna let that music hit you. You missed it. You said, Walter, I came here to click on your thumbnail tonight and it's about getting more views. You missed it. The key to getting more views, the key to growing your channel, the key to getting more subscribers and making quality content is working on these skills. Now, those are just the first 5. What about the other 5? YouTube analytics, time management, personal branding, storytelling, collaboration. Where are you at with these skills? Scale of 1 to 10. That's why we're in the gym tonight. And see, I can talk about these things because I'm in the gym. Tonight, I wanted to make this a little more collective, where we can all be in the gym tonight. And so if you feel like you working by yourself on these skills and you having some trouble getting under the weight bench or getting on the treadmill of storytelling, the treadmill of personal branding, tonight we're here in the gym on the treadmill together so we can grow on YouTube together. Hey, what questions you got for me? Put a Q in front of the question. What's your aha moment on all of this? Give me a C in front of the comment. This is good tonight. This is good. We got a few more minutes before we get on out of here, before we bring the train into the station. Let's go over to the chat, see what we got going here. She says storytelling. I'm not sure where I stand on this. I'll stand on this one. Hey, I'm gonna recommend a good YouTube channel, person that is real great when it comes to storytelling. I had him on as a guest. His name is Jeff Barch from Story Greenlight. Check out his channel. He has been in the world of Hollywood, editing content for ABC, NBC, CBS, some of the big known networks. He's worked on projects like American Ninja. He's worked on projects with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and he's also built a YouTube channel with over close to 8,000 to 10,000 subscribers. And he talks about the importance of the power of storytelling. So check him out. I subscribe to his channel and I learn a lot from him through storytelling. You know, the importance of context, the importance of structure, you know, being able to tell a story from the beginning, the middle, to the end. Tech says he is a 7 on storytelling, 5 on branding. All right. Get on this treadmill, bro. Get on this treadmill of personal branding with me. Okay. We're going to get on this treadmill together. What else we got here? Okay, cool. She says, oh, what's his name again? Jeff Bartsch. Jeff Bart, BARTSCH. And then you take a space and put in Story Green Light. Put Story Green Light in the search bar and you will find him. He is an expert, in my opinion, on storytelling, the power of storytelling. He's, as I said, he's worked with networks such as NBC, ABC, American Ninja, and that's his specialty. And now he's been kind of working now with businesses and corporations, because businesses need to know how, through personal branding, how to tell a story to their audience and the customers that they want to reach. So that's where he's kind of going in, but he has some other content on just the basics of understanding storytelling. I also have a video interview of him, so I'll make sure when this is over, I'll put the link in the description of my interview with him in my earlier days on YouTube, as a small YouTuber, probably not greater than 100 subscribers, and I'm interviewing this big name established YouTuber. And a lot of them would say to me is because, you know, though you are kind of small in number, you have so much potential and things going on for yourself that I couldn't resist to be a guest on your show. And so it's about working your skills, getting better on YouTube. Hey, if you're watching me tonight, we're talking about 10 skills that's going to help you grow on YouTube, your channel, and you as a content creator. Let me know where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag Team Live in the chat. And if you're watching the replay up to this point, give me hashtag Team Replay. If you've gotten value out of this, give me a like, do the thumbs up, share on sharing this on your favorite social media platform, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Subscribe to the channel, click the alert notification button, join the conversation in the live chat. Want to say good evening to my dear sister, Mommy God. While I have you all here for a few minutes, just wanted to kind of update you guys on this new time. So I have been doing the Huddle now for about 4 years, live streaming. I've been on YouTube since 2018, but doing live streaming since about 2020. And really took a hard look at the channel. And I said, you know, live streaming during the daytime, especially when Nick Nimmin is live streaming from 9 to 12, it's like, if you're familiar with television programs like Good Morning America, NBC Today, and here I'm kind of airing on television against some other programming. I said, you know, I'm reaching my core audience, but there's a new demographic of people and audiences I want to reach. And that audience, for the most part, they all, if you're talking about YouTube growth and tips and live streams, where are they at? For the most part, if you're real serious about this, you're watching Nick Nimmin from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Excuse me. And so I looked at that and I said, you know, I got to pick a different time frame of going live. And so that's how I arrived to going live at 8 p.m. on Saturday night. And so this is the new time that you will find me live here on YouTube, and just sharing content on live streaming, sharing content on YouTube. If you have noticed, we are pivoting more towards YouTube topics, because I'm starting to understand, getting feedback from viewers who watch my content on live streaming, that part of the challenge that they are having when they're doing live streams is because they are struggling with being able to properly set up their YouTube channels. They're struggling with properly understanding how to do some YouTube basics and fundamentals. And so that's the reason why you're starting to see a lot of content that's YouTube centric, but still focusing on live streaming as well. Because if you don't know how to put a good, compelling title on a live stream, you won't be able to put a good, compelling title on an uploaded video. If you don't know how to make a quality thumbnail for a live stream, you won't be able to make a good quality thumbnail for an uploaded video. And so that's why you'll start seeing more topics on YouTube as well. She said, yes, smash that like button. Thank you, Mommy Guide. I really appreciate you so much. We definitely got to hook up. I believe Tech is having his creator meetup this Thursday night. I believe. Tech, let me know if I'm off on that. But if I'm right, Mommy Guy will definitely, if you are available, let's talk during that time. I want to definitely get you on a Saturday night. What's been working with your channel and with some tips and ideas that you can share with others in the audience. So if Thursday night is his creator meetup, I'll definitely be there so that we can kind of network. We talked about collaboration skills, collaborating with one another, networking with one another. That's what it's all about. If you have a question, put a Q in front of the question. If you have a comment, put a C in front of the comment. Some of these skills that we talked about: personal branding, storytelling. What are some future topics that you would want to see us cover on the Huddle as a live stream? Let me know in the chat. I heard a lot about storytelling tonight. So if that's something, I got to reach out to Jeff Bartz about bringing him back for sure. Yes. Okay, I did that one. Awesome. Perfect. Yes, definitely. Great. Perfect. Yeah. So that's the content. It's I was coming now on this new time. I kind of feel like I'm re-energized. I feel like I'm live streaming all over for the first time again. That first time when you get in front of the camera and you press go live and you got those butterflies and you're nervous. I kind of feel like that all over again now, live streaming on 8 o'clock at a new time, a new, just trying to reach out and connect with a new audience. So I'm excited, but the butterflies is there. And so you guys being in the chat tonight definitely goes a long way to help me out. She said, I would love to have you on my craft highlights as a guest. Perfect. Like I said, I believe Tech is doing his creator meetup. Let's if Tech wouldn't mind, let's use that time to just talk and get some dates and lock some dates in. I know there's a time difference, me being in the States, you being in the Philippines. I'm a real big proponent in showing up live. So we'll work something out, Mommy God. I'll definitely make the effort to be able to show up live and just to provide value for you and your audience. I would be truly honored to help out in any way to just help with the continued growth of your channel. So if Thursday is that time, let's take advantage of that for sure. Definitely. And I'm just so proud of my sister Stephanie just persevering and being consistent and being persistent with her channel and growing. And we are now up to, I think, about 364 subscribers. I've seen the channel grow about maybe 7 to 8 new subscribers in the last 4 days, which is a first for me to see it jump like that. And I think the reason why that's happening is because I'm so focused on these core fundamentals, such as writing a good, compelling title. I'm focused on these core core things such as making a quality thumbnail, to get James Hicks feedback on his show this afternoon that I saw, and just how he was sharing with. He's like, I've in the past I've paid attention to your thumbnails, but now he's, when I started seeing your thumbnails, you just immediately grab my attention. And so if I'm having that type of impact on him towards my videos, that's the impact that I want to have towards all my viewers who see my thumbnails and want to click on the video, and then these core topics on just how to put together a good opening hook, and being able to keep viewers watching your videos to the end. These things are not new to any of us, but the successful YouTube channels that are growing, this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. The successful ones. Now, I can't speak about others because, depending on if their growth is organic or if their growth is paid, we don't know that. But I'm talking about the more successful ones that we know. And the successful ones, this is what they're doing. And in 2024, this is what we're doing on the Huddle. And we're just, I've already tasted the food. Before I even serve it to you, before I even serve the meal to you, I've already got some good home cooking myself. And I'm seeing it through the growth of the views on the videos that I'm posting. I'm seeing it in the growth of the channel. Is the growth explosive and viral and fast? No, but it's consistent and steady. And that's what we want. That's what you want with your channel. So, yeah. So we're going to bring this train into the station. I want to thank Mommy God, Stephanie, Tech, to my online listeners who've been checking me out tonight. Maybe you've not been able to engage in the chat for whatever reason, but the simple fact that you were just listening, appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. But do me a favor though, when you get an opportunity, if you have not yet, hit that replay button for me. Hit that like button for me, and leave a comment in the comments section. And if you have not yet, subscribe to the channel. Click the alert notification button. What am I looking for here? There we go. Click the alert notification button and join the conversation in the live chat. And so as I close out, leave you with an encouraging word. And that encouraging word is simply this: broken crayons steal color. No matter what's going on in your life, broken crayons steal color. You may feel broken. You may feel discouraged. You may feel broken in a relationship, broken in your heart, broken in terms of your creativity. In the hands of a child who has a bag of broken crayons or basket broken crayons, you put broken crayons in the hand of a little child, they will create a masterpiece. A 4-year-old with broken crayons will create their greatest masterpiece and run and tell individuals that are important to them. And so what am I saying to you? Become like that 4-year-old and become that broken crayon that creates that next great short, that next video, that next live stream that adds value to your audience. See you next Saturday at 8 p.m. here on the Huddle Live.